Welcome to Life, Passion and Business, and this is one of my podcast shorts. My name is Paul Harvey and this is Life, Passion and Business. We're about helping you explore, finding your passion for life and the work that you do. But it's so much more than that. It's about finding clues to the big life questions. What does it mean to be successful? What is the meaning of life? If you're looking for more, then join me on this journey where together we will discover through interviews, tools and tips how to live life full of meaning, passion and purpose. Welcome to the Shortcast. This week I had decided to put this in because it's this thing about confidence. I want to talk to you about confidence. Now, I come over pretty confident in what I'm doing here because it's something I have done for quite a while. I've certainly done a lot of speaking. And so it doesn't really faze me doing speaking as long as I know what I'm going to say. However, I appreciate that for a lot of people, confidence is a strange journey. And also, there is this thing called imposter syndrome, and we all experience it. Well, this conversation was brought up to me today. I had a text from a marketing friend this morning who said, when will I become knowledgeable enough in my craft? At what point do I call myself an expert or someone that knows how to do marketing? And it was fascinating to read this text because I know the individual is very good at what they do, and this text really was just the imposter, the voice on the shoulder coming out and giving them a hard time. And it's this is it, isn't it? What I realised talking, speaking with her, we texted back and forth a bit, is the journey that I've come on and how far I've come. And the reason I know this now is that there is so often I will go to a webinar or some kind of recording or even an event, and everything I hear I know about or have heard before. I very rarely hear something new. And I think that is the time to recognise when you know your craft. That is the time to recognise when you have all you need to do what you want. Now, of course, in terms of my profession, in terms of marketing, there is no right answer to anything. The only right answer is success. And even that success can be beaten by something more successful. So in marketing, it's all about testing your way forward to a successful outcome. And when the numbers balance, you determine how successful you've been. I appreciate in different industries, it's different. If you are a performer, there will be a level of expertise that you need to achieve to be the best performer that you can be. And I appreciate in all different industries there will be levels or different measures to determine how much how much you are an expert in that particular industry. But let's talk about confidence itself. And while there are levels and levels of places to get to, there's also this thing about being prepared to fail. We're not taught to fail. We're taught that failure is bad. And yet, unless you fail, you can't learn from the mistakes. Now, I kind of say failure in some ways is actually a good thing. You have to try stuff. You have to fail at stuff. Because unless you fail, you will never move forward. You cannot it's almost impossible to win first off. And even if you do, you are, pride before a fall, shall we say? Even if you win first off, the next time you try it, you will probably lose. So it is this question of being prepared to take the risk and step out there and just go for it. Now, I sense this in terms of I have this sense of my comfort zone, and I guess I think this is quite a good analogy. If you imagine your comfort zone as this elastic type ball, and there are things right outside of your comfort zone, if you stretch yourself to get to something further than this elastic ball, you effectively expand the size of the ball. It gets bigger. And that's how you basically do it. You reach out, you push against the resistance and do something you're not used to. Now, how many of us do that? I mean, how many times last week did you move beyond your comfort zone? And I have to admit, I didn't last week. So that's an interesting point. How do I determine where my comfort zone is and walk beyond it? So that's my challenge to myself this week. It's Sunday night in the UK, and I am going to do something this week to challenge myself on a comfort zone. I have no idea what that's going to look like, but that's what I'm going to put out, and I will come back next week and tell you how I got on. So anyway, that's me and my podcast short about confidence. I think it's all about getting out there and taking risks and doing it. And the imposter syndrome gets us all. There's this lovely story of Meryl Streep standing on the stage. No, she wasn't on the stage. She was telling someone in an interview her deepest fear. Her deepest fear was to be standing on the stage doing a performance and someone coming up behind her and tapping on the shoulder saying, "Come on, Meryl, off you go. It's just not working, love." It's this sense that she is not good enough. And I can assure you, we are all good enough. We just have to believe it. So tell yourself you're good enough and go and do something amazing this week. Thanks for listening. That has been a Shortcast. I do have a podcast in the can. I'm just not got to processing it yet. It's episode 60 and it will be out in the next few days. This is Paul Harvey from Life, Passion and Business saying thanks for listening, and I will catch you next time.